Good morning, myself Professor Mrs. C.S. Niradi from Food Chemistry and Nutrition Department, KKV College of Food Technology, Saraswati Nagar Campus, Nashik. Under course number FCN 357, course title Instrumental Techniques in Food Analysis. Today we will see experiment number 16, title Molecular Weight Determination using Cephadics Gel Filtration Chromatography. Aim to determine the molecular weight by using Cephadics Gel Chromatography. It is also known as GF, that is gel filtration chromatography, which separates proteins solely on the basis of molecular size. Separation is achieved using a porous matrix to which the molecules have different degrees of access, that is, smaller molecules have greater access and larger molecules are excluded from the matrix. Hence, proteins are eluted from the GF column in decreasing of order of size. This unit describes the experimental theory behind gel filtration and contains many useful tables listing the properties and characteristics of currently available matrices. Coming to principle of this technique, the basis of any form of chromatography is the partition or distribution coefficient, which describes itself between two immiscible phases such as solid or liquid or gas or liquid. Chromatography columns are considered to consist of a number of adjacent zones in each of which there is sufficient space for the solute to achieve complete equilibrium between the mobile and stationary phase. Each zone is called the theoretical plate and its length in the column is called the plate height. The more efficient column, the greater the number of theoretical plates involved. Materials: chromatography columns of a suitable dimension made up of transparent plastic or glass. Generally, gel filtration is carried out in longer columns up to 1 meter, depending upon the type of gel filtration medium used and the size of the protein to be purified from bulk. Stationary phase Cephadics G100. There are different types and grades of gel filtration media available. It is to be chosen on the basis of the size of the protein under study. Elution buffer, fraction collector, peristaltic pump, marker proteins, a set of highly pure protein with known molecular weight. Example: cytochrome C 12,000, carbonic anhydrous bovine 150,000, beta amylase potato 2 lakhs, blue dextran 2 lakhs daltons. Procedure: packing the column. Suspend the gel, for instance Cephadics G, in a large volume of water or preferably in elution of buffer until the gel is fully swollen. The swelling can be done by overnight suspension or by heating in a water bath for 2 to 4 hours. Follow the manufacturer's instructions for this purpose carefully. Plug the bottom of the column with a glass wool or centered filter and stand upright the column. Make the good slurry of the gel stationary phase in a suitable buffer after proper swelling in the gel. Pour a small volume of buffer into the column to avoid trapping of any air bubbles in the plug immediately, followed by the slurry to the full of column. The top portion may be carefully gently stirred prior to pouring additional slurry to the growing column. If necessary, wait until the gel settles down to the desired height by gravitational force. The suitable cotton on top of the gel bed. Equilibrate the column thoroughly by passing through buffer. Apply the sample in column buffer onto the top of the bed. The sample volume should preferably limited to 1 to 3% of the total bed volume. The sample can be applied to the top by careful pipetting on conveniently through the buffer pipeline. Now connect the buffer line to the elution buffer to develop the chromatogram. Protein molecules pass through the gel space while small molecules distribute between the solvent inside and outside the gel and then pass through the column at a slower rate. The effluent emerging out of the column can be routed through a suitable spectrophotometer to monitor the absorbance at a particular wavelength for protein either 280, 230 or 210 nanometers and the data recorded. The effluent then collected using a fraction of a collector in a fixed time or volume intervals in tubes and measured subsequently. The volume of the mobile phase required to elute a particular solute is known as the elution volume, while the corresponding time for elution of the solute at a given flow rate is known as the retention time. The reference protein was loaded with on to the bed. Chromatography was carried out as above. As above, and compare the both elution and to find the molecular weight. Gel filtration vector representation will be like this. Here we will be pouring the sample along with the buffer, and then the sample based on its size variation it elutes. The smaller particles will elute first, the larger particles will elute later. That's it. Thank you for your patience listening. Thank you very much.